Hello, Bear Center. My name is Natasha, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Bears and just giving you some updates. During this time, usually we do a 12:30 broadcast on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I just wanted to chat with you all here at the Bear Center. You might hear me over the loudspeakers, but we also broadcast this on our website. So we do have a couple of live cameras that are put up over this pond and then also around the enclosure in various places. So if you're ever interested in checking out our live cameras or tuning into these broadcasts, we do, again, do them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30, and they're free. The live cameras are on 24/7, but you have the interpretive chats or talks or broadcasts, however you want to put it, at 12:30. So I'm up here on the deck, and I just wanted to tell you all what the people out here were doing. So if you noticed earlier today, there was some work or people inspecting the pond pumps out here. It's looking a little barren right now. The falls aren't on. Usually we have these three waterfalls flowing beautifully and making this enclosure really flourish. But we've had some pump failure, and we believe it's an electrical problem. We ordered a new pump, didn't work, so now we're hoping that the electrician can fix it. And so just what you saw the interns and staff doing here was putting out a spread for the Bears. We are hoping to let some of them out today, but again, the electrician might be coming to look at it, so be afterwards, obviously. We don't let the people and Bears interact here. We always have a fence between us and the Bears, so when we need to do any kind of maintenance like this out in the main enclosure, like maintaining the pond pumps, or if we need to pick up anything that was fallen through the grates up on the deck up here, we have to bring all the Bears into their personal enclosures, lock them up, and then we're able to safely come out and do any work we need. And same goes for if we're cleaning up the smaller enclosures. If we need to pick up any sort of scat or pick up food items they didn't eat, we need to lock them out into this main area and vice versa. So you won't be seeing any Bears out on this live broadcast right now. But usually during this time, we have something called an enrichment happening. So here at the Bear Center, we like to give our Bears some puzzles to keep their minds healthy. So if you have like active dogs or active pets at home and you give them some sort of treat or puzzle feeder, that's basically the same thing we do for our Bears. So again, usually that's what this broadcast is about. We usually interpret their behavior and what you see them doing. You might have gotten to see it on some of the tours as well. I believe Paige and Jackson, our interns, were giving the Bears citronella oil today on the fence. That is one of their favorite scents. They will rub their faces all over it. So that's basically enrichment for our Bears. But of course, with no Bears out here, we don't have any Bear behavior to talk about. So I did want to bring up some other cool things. So you might notice that we have a lot of additional critters out in the enclosure here. We have a lot of blue jays and gray jays, a lot of songbirds. Occasionally we see snowshoe hares, lots of woodchucks, ground squirrels, chipmunk squirrels, a lot of those types of things. So I wanted to share some fun blue jay facts with you today since we have no Bears. But other animals that live alongside the Bears are interesting to learn about as well. So first off, blue jays are actually part of the corvid family, which just means that they're related to things like ravens and crows. So something that's interesting about them is that they can actually mimic the sounds. If you ever hear ravens or crows, ravens are mostly the common ones that will mimic sounds, but believe it or not, blue jays can do it as well. They've been known to mimic. Something else that's interesting about blue jays is that the pigment that makes a blue jay blue is actually blue at all. Their feathers are actually brown. So what makes them blue is just the way the light scatters on their feathers. So it's the structure of the feather. When the light hits the blue jay, it refracts over the wavelength of visible light, which is absorbed by melanin, making them look blue. Another fun fact about blue jays is they can actually live quite long lives. The eldest blue jay to ever exist was 26 years old, so that's much longer than you would think for a blue jay. Next up, blue jays actually don't have a consistent migratory pattern. So blue jays, they will kind of migrate when they're younger, and when they get older, they actually tend not to migrate. A very wholesome fact about blue jays is that they are monogamous, so they will live with their mates throughout their lives, just like geese. So when they lose a partner, or if one of them passes away, they will kind of be separate from other blue jays for a long time. And when they do raise chicks together, blue jays will actually, the mother blue jay will sit on the nest and tend to the eggs, and the male blue jay will actually come feed the mother. How sweet is that? The last fun fact I had about blue jays, which you can see them doing here at the center, is they actually store food. So when you see them fly down here by the pond, they're usually shoveling the mixed nuts that the bears aren't getting down into their crop. So that's a place where they will store food, and then they will take it back to either other blue jays or to an area where they're hoarding their food or caching their food. And then they will eat off that for however long it lasts them. But again, I just wanted to share some quick and fun blue jay facts with you, since we see them all the time here at the Bear Center, but we don't really get to talk about them too much. So again, that kind of wraps it up for this. So if you're interested in seeing the bears right now, you can see them on the behind the scenes tours that we take out at the top of every hour. The next one will start at 1 o'clock. Again, we are having some maintenance done on our pond here, since the falls are not working. So we aren't able to let our bears out until we get the person here to fix them. So hopefully it'll be today, but we will see. Again, thank you again for tuning in online, or if you came here to the Bear Center. We really appreciate your support, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.